Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here along with Major Eddie from United States with the outcome of product of Group Bravo. The subject you can see on the screen. That is the role of military in global governance. This presentation, myself, Colonel Mesbah from Bangladesh, and Major Eddie from United States will present the subject matter before you. The sequence we shall follow is flashed on the screen. Before we start the presentation, let us formally thank Sri Lankan Army to invite us for the Colombo Defense Seminar 2017. Before we embark onto the global governance, let us see actually what is governance. Governance is something related to action of governing something, maybe a state, organization, institution, whatever. That is actually the meaning of governance, and it involves establishment of rules, regulations, procedures, policies in one side, and ensuring that these policies and procedures are properly followed in course of time. And this has to be done by the members of the governing body of the organization or state, whatever. Having seen the definition of governance, let us see what is global governance. The term global, it implies that it involves more than one region, more than one geographic boundary. So it means that it has to have some common interest related to some problem solving which affects more than one region, more than one state, more than one nation. It has total 4 dimensions, as you can see on the screen. The first one, it is some sort of movement towards some political cooperation, number 1. Number 2, it is among whom? It is among different transnational actors. And the third major point is it has to have some aim of negotiating some common problem which is affecting more than one body, more than one organization, more than one government. And last one is that, I have already told that it has to have involvement of more than one nation. These are the 4 parts of global governance. If we see global governance in a diagram, we can find it has total 3 pillars. If you understand these 3 pillars, then possibly we will be in a position to understand how it functions. It involves institutions, it involves laws, that involves the procedures or process, how it is to be actually materialized. Let us see what are the institutions. Firstly, the state actors, then the intergovernmental organizations, non-governmental organizations, then different body of experts and think tanks, epistemic communities, then different networks and partnerships, multilateral and multinational cooperations, different private foundations. These all are the actual institutions of global governance. They all actually act as actors. They can play a vital role. Rather, they play the role of the global governance function. And you can see in the middle, there are different laws as to how to materialize the system. The laws you can see is talking about the international rules and laws. Mainly these are talking about the soft laws through which you implement the process. Then different multilateral agreements. Obviously, it has to fulfill a common platform, some sort of a standing which actually has agreement of more than one nation. actually which we are talking about, the subject matter, the agreements has to come from all member states, all bodies. That is the point. Actually, one side makes the laws and agreements, and that cannot be actually materialized in the long run. Different customary practices, then talking about the judicial decisions, then different regulatory standards. Having understood these two, that is the institutions and the laws required to materialize the system, let us see how the process actually functions. As you have seen the definition, it's talking about the problem solving. So, involving different state actors and other institutions, as you can see on the left column. Actually, you have to involve these bodies of a particular region, talking about the globe, or talking about more than one country's affair. So you have to really
of hours, depending on which nation you're from, to deliver aid, help out with governance, reach the effective areas, and provide a comprehensive solution. Some of the challenges that we face today, basically problems, tackling concerns regarding the sea lines of communication, working in the global commons, legal issues, sovereignty, things like that. We talked about that in our group with regards to governance and how the military can implement plans to assist the governing bodies of host nations to come up with a comprehensive solution to address those concerns. Some of the security tasks, everybody here is involved in CT, counter-piracy, human trafficking, trying to counter some of the trade in that regard. And we use naval diplomacy, military naval diplomacy, to tackle those issues. Next, we moved on to global health, and we know that health is key for governance as far as legitimacy and maintaining security throughout the world. Two roles here is how the military enhances global health to meet international challenges, and the role of military in humanitarian aid and disaster resistance or relief operations. We took a look from a UN PKO standpoint, how PKO operations provide the platform to deliver health as far as inoculations go, surveillance, dealing with pandemics. We took a look at how the military has the capability once again to deliver the necessity and the aid, and some key examples of where the military has stepped in to assist in governance during disasters is the tsunami in 2004 and the cyclone in Bangladesh in 2007, as well as the efforts in West Africa to eradicate Ebola. Some challenges we came up with. Since we're talking about CVE this week, we know that there has to be an international consensus to tackle those the challenges regarding governance in addressing some of the concerns, with extremism, radicalism, terrorism. There's several different methods, but we also talked about the root cause, the push and pull, addressing and ascertaining where the problem exists and how to tackle it. Some theories. Strategy. We talked about preemptive versus preventative. You need to be in front of the problem. You don't want to be reactive after the fact, and that's where we can come in and assist in governance, whether it be global health issues, whether it be security, whether it be issues dealing with maritime concerns. We talked about the balance, just like Group A did, using soft power to deliver those messages. Lastly, with the hard power if necessary. In conclusion, the military has a key role in governance across the globe. We thank you for your time.